Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading using the Enchanted Blossoms Oracle, and then we'll assign a blue stone for each one and the Zodiac as well. But with the Zodiac, it's only just another way for people to choose. It's not, you know, you don't have to choose based on your Zodiac. It is just another way for people to choose their pile. Right, let's just crack on, shall we? So first of all, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Jo. If you're a returning viewer, fabulous. Nice to see you again, but why are you not subscribed? And if you are a subscriber, much love to you. So let's just go 1, 2 and 3, shall we? Right, so let's make a bit of space. The first card out, so pile number 1 is Dreams. Now this has obviously the what's the word I'm looking for? The plant is Royal Fern with large grass yellow, and that is the butterfly that has been adapted into a dragon. Pile number 2, you have got Innocence with the flower daisy and the peacock butterfly. And for pile number 3, we have got Endurance with the cactus and pipevine swallowtail. What we're going to do is take one of each of these gemstones. We've got the blue tiger's eye, which it's going to be a bit hard to see it, like I said, I haven't got the ring light. Oh, did I say that? Sorry if it's a bit dull. My ring light broke and I have yet to replace it. I've got it in my Amazon basket, I just haven't ordered it. And I do apologise if you can hear the road, but it's too warm to shut the window. We're going to place that blue tiger's eye with pile number 1. The blue quartz with pile number 2. And this is a blue crackle quartz. Basically, it has been dyed. I'm not going to lie. It has been dyed. It's not a natural thing. But we'll place that with pile number 3. And like I say, let's take some Zodiac for each card. Like I said, you don't have to... it doesn't have to be your Zodiac sign specifically. It's just another way for people to pick. We have Sagittarius for pile number 1. We have Gemini. We have Cancer. And we have Leo. One, 2, and 3, 4. Right. We have, so pile number 2, we have Taurus. Oh. We have... It always throws me because it's not, it's kind of backwards, but it's Capricorn. Aquarius. And, oh, the opposite of Taurus, which is Scorpio. And then for pile number 3, we have Libra, Pisces, Virgo, and Aries. Okay, so feel free to pause the video, make your choice based on whatever you wish. I'll catch you in your reading. So, hello there, pile number 1. You chose this reading. Oh, I've got flies all over me. For a couple of reasons. It could be your star sign, which are for this pile. You have Cancer, Leo, Sagittarius, and Gemini. Or Gemini, I should say. It could have been for the blue tiger's eye, which, like I say, is a little bit... Fly won't leave me alone. A little bit difficult to see because I can't really do it under the light. Oh, you can kind of see there. You can kind of see the blue tiger's eye. Pop that on there. And all the card Dreams with Royal Fern, long grass, yellow, dragon / butterfly. Right, so let's take a Sacred Forest Oracle and see what other messages want to come through today for you. Pile number 1. If you can see that fly flying around, that's the one that keeps landing on my arm. It's the only fly I can see in here. There was loads in here earlier, but they seem to have dispersed. Okay, so for pile number 1, your second card is Mystic Meadows with Sanctuary. I'm going to squeeze him up there. And we're going to take one more oracle from the Tree of Life and just see if there's anything else that wants to come through. Well, we did drop one. And the one we dropped out is the Sun, purpose, vision and self-mastery. Okay, let me just try and keep that in focus. Since I've done an update, I'm sure if you've seen the last few videos, you've heard me waffle on about an update that just has, well, it won't focus properly. I have to keep refocusing it. I never had to do it before, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let's crack on. This is the, what is this? This is the Law of Attraction Tarot. We can always grab another one if required. Let's see what the messages are, shall we? So you got here what is known as the Foreigner in this deck. So that's what the card is called, before anyone sort of attacks me about my language. So this is maybe getting out, maybe do some travelling. Someone could be walking into your life, someone who's outside of your you know, normal culture, your normal interactions on a day-to-day. You know, maybe race could be involved there. I'll let you decide on that one. But there's definitely something here about, you know, your dreams coming true. I mean, maybe going travelling is part of one of your dreams coming true. Let's keep going, shall we? We've got the Ten of Cups. So yeah, talk about dreams coming true. Even in this deck, it's about being, you know, it's the happy ever after. It's the ultimate wish fulfillment. It's the sun, you know, the rainbow shining through over the big... sorry, just scratching my wrist. Over the nice big house, and you're sitting there in your fullness, in your beauty, in your self-confidence, just sort of like, yes, you've made it. So I wonder if there's something about maybe a foreign person could be coming into your life to, you know, wake you up or become your sanctuary, you know. Maybe. Let's see, shall we? We've got the King of Wands. Okay, you could be meeting somebody over these bloody flies, over a drink or something, or this could be you sort of sitting there contemplating your next move. You know, allowing to sit in your sanctuary while you figure out your next move. Or maybe you've just moved to your sanctuary in a different country potentially. But there certainly could be a trip coming up. Oh, look at that. We've got the Strength card, pile number 1. So yeah, this is all about that quiet confidence, that nurturing strength that you have within you. Now, as you can see with this tiger, it's a lion. She might be, you know, giving him a hug and, you know, being very loving, but he's got that eye. Okay, he's still protective, he's still looking around, he's still very much, I want to say on guard, but just in that kind of, you know, I mean, he looks happy, sort of, but he's definitely still got his eye, you know, eye on what's happening around him. He's not completely complacent, so I would suggest that you don't be completely complacent in this. You know, just be very aware of what's still going on around you. The next card out is the Nine of Cups. Okay, so the Nine of Cups is victory. Yep, it's achievement. It's getting your reward. In this case, in the picture, it's a trophy. But you know, your reward could be this happily ever after. It could be an older gentleman. You know, it could just be someone who's more mature. You know, kind of very grounded in that sense of sitting there, just, you know, maybe more of a thinker than a talker. And I know normally with tarot it's read that the you know, whether it's cups or wands is based on the star signs, you know, the earth, water and all of that. But this deck is slightly different, so we can read it someone slightly older, more mature, very settled. I mean, he's certainly not going anywhere fast. He's just sort of chilling, contemplating, thinking about things. You know, there's no action there, but he's certainly in the thought stage. So now we've got the Knight of Cups, and this could be a union. Okay, it could be a contract. Maybe an older gentleman might be coming in with something to offer, making some sort of contract, something that's going to maybe allow you to travel more. It could be a new job in that sense. It could be, you know, something that gives you some purpose, some vision. I take this as it resonates, as always. But there could be, you know, but again, look at the, I don't want to bring race into it, because I suppose people say I'm not racist, but I'm really not racist. But like, you've got two different coloured hands here, okay? So there could be something about race, or someone outside of your culture, someone you're not expecting in that sense. Like it's unexpected in the sense of where they're coming from, okay? But I think it's going to lead to someone being in their sanctuary, or you're in your sanctuary as we speak. Now, next you've got the Hierophant. So this very much could be a contract, especially coming out with that Knight of Cups there, with the handshake, the older gentleman, the travel. I feel like this is for someone whose dreams are about to come true. Maybe you're going to get offered a job in a different country, in a foreign land, or by someone who is in your country but as a foreigner. So yeah, I mean, there's a contract, there's some sort of commitment coming in, some sort of yeah, contract is probably the best way of putting it. Commitment, something that is very stable. Ooh, interesting, because now you've got another knight, and the knight is the Knight of Wands. Now he's having a drink as well. He's also, I think, having a look. It almost looks like he's smoking, but I don't think he is. So this could, sorry if you can hear my ice machine. So this could be someone you've met, or someone you're going to meet up with in a social environment. It's going to be a little bit difficult to squeeze there, so we'll pop in there. Over a drink, or it's something that, I mean, maybe it's to do with the drinks industry, or, you know, a club type industry that you're going to be getting into. Let's kind of squeeze them in so we can see them. Interesting. Let me grab another deck. It could also be you meeting as someone, a bachelor, someone who's maybe, you know, used to going out and not having too many responsibilities, let's just say, and I mean that in like the nicest way. But yeah, it's definitely sorry, it's a knight, that's a page, not a knight. I got those two wrong, or that one wrong. Oh, I think I did when I just said it just now. So yeah, you could maybe be meeting someone, you know, on a night out, someone who's just over for a short trip, or if you're going somewhere on a short trip, or, you know, there's definitely some sort of contract around movement here. So prepare yourself, pile number one. Someone, I think it's going to be you, could be moving to a new country, maybe, you know, maybe getting a job where you travel more. It feels like you're going to be getting offered some sort of contract from, I'm guessing, someone older than you. Maybe, I don't want to put this out there, but maybe there could be an inheritance or something that allows you to do a bit more travelling. But I've got a feeling you're going to be offered a job, or offered something about travelling, and you could very well be meeting someone, you know, someone more age appropriate, potentially, depending on your age. Yeah, I think this is going to be something quite, it's gonna make your dreams come true. What have you been dreaming about? Pop it down in the comments, pile number one, because I think your dream of travelling, working abroad, I don't know exactly how this is going to resonate with you, but I think it's on its way. You've got the sun. You've got this kind of very, you know, the illuminated energy here with the Nine of Cups. You've got, you know, they're lifting that up to the sun, and you've also got this light here as well. That's interesting. I think you're about to. What's the word I'm looking for? There's the two knights. That's why I was thinking there was two knights. I think you're definitely about to start embarking on something extremely new. It could come out of the blue. Okay, this could be something that you've been dreaming about, something you've been wanting. But the pages are messengers. Okay, and you've got what is the page in that deck there as well. But I think this is going to be something you're not expecting, something out of the blue, in a way that you're, you know, it's almost like you've just been dreaming about it, but you've not really been putting too much effort into how. It's like you've trusted the universe. You've put those intentions out. Maybe you've done a little bit of dream journaling, and, you know, a little bit of writing down of what it is that you do want, where you want to go. when you want to be there by, and then you kind of just, it's almost like you're testing your manifestation skills. That's far too many, sorry, there's like literally 6 or 7 cards there. Let's take a couple more and see what the outcome of this reading is. But it looks like you're going on travelling. You got 10 of Cups again, okay, so 10. Yeah, this is like a wish fulfillment. This is something you've been dreaming of, something you've been desiring for a long time. I say a long time, long enough that the universe has heard you've stuck with it. It's not a fleeting thing that you then changed your mind 10 minutes later. This is something you've been thinking about for long enough that you've manifested it into your future, pile number 1. This is amazing. In order to get your ultimate wish fulfillment, you have to let something die. Okay, a cycle of some description, or an old job, or old connections. Yeah, in order to achieve your new life, you have to let go of your old life. With the 10 of Swords, but you got 10. And 10 is about, let me like new beginnings. Let me grab my angel numbers deck. Hold on. Now you will hang on, let me sit down. So you will hear me say I have no intentions on getting this deck out. I tend to only really get it out when I feel like I have to in these readings. I don't want to shuffle it. I want to look for 10. Let's see, how quickly can I do it? 10. I could pause it, but we're almost through. 10. There you are. Exciting possibilities. I know we've got 10, but let's see what it is, shall we? Embrace the message of new beginnings. There's no doubt about it. There's a dream coming true. Step into exciting possibilities that lie before you and take actions towards your dreams. Your angels are with you, cheering you on and guiding you towards a future filled with joy and success. There's your joy, there's your success, there's your guidance with the sun and with the light up there. Let me pop that there so it's part of the reading. Yeah, pile number 1, you are about to go travelling. You're about to get offered, whether it's an actual job or just, even if it's just a short-term contract. Like, you might not be moving somewhere for years, but you are definitely on the move. You're definitely going to go travelling, meeting people in foreign lands, but it's like there's this contract, whether it's a short contract or a long contract. It's interesting. You're either going to find some sanctuary in doing that, or you're going to be pulled out of your sanctuary. And I'm going to say being pulled out of your comfort zone. There's nothing wrong with that, even whether it's short term or long term. I'm going to leave it there for you, pile number 1. But can I just say, that's amazing. You're about to go on an amazing adventure. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I'm a bit stunned. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Hello there, pile number 2. You are here. I'm just going to pull the table a bit, sorry. You are here because you picked one or all of the things on the table in front of us. So the zodiac signs were Taurus, Scorpio. One day I'll explain why my brain goes blank like that. Aquarius and Capricorn, which I know is not right. Every time I look at that, it makes me chuckle that it's not right. It's almost backwards. And I'll tell you what. Let's do the stone, which was the blue quartz, and the card that was Innocence with the flower daisy, plant daisy, and the peacock butterfly / dragon. Okay, so let's see if your reading is as good as pile number 1. Pile number 1 is quite epic. We are going to take a Sacred Forest Oracle and then a Tree of Life Oracle, just to eke out some more messages for this reading. If needed, like I did in pile number 1. If pile number 1 thought you were like, I'm in Naren, go and have a look, because it was quite a good reading. If we need to do the angel numbers, we will do, like I did in pile number 1 when I got the card. So let's see, shall we, what your other oracle card is. Spirit Guardian of Spring with activation. I can't see if that's in place or not. And with the Tree of Life Oracle, we have got the card the High Priestess, True Knowledge, Peace, Inner Light. Okay, so let's not drop all those cards. Alright, so let's grab the tarot. I'm using the, what is it? The Law of Attraction tarot to eke out the messages today. I will use the other tarot as well. So yeah, okay, so maybe your spirituality is about to, I'm guessing if you're here it's already been somewhat activated, but maybe there's going to be a little bit of an uptake in that, or you're just finding your way into spirituality. Let's find out, shall we? There's innocence here, maybe some virtuous sort of energy, peace. Right, so we've got the, so if pile number 1 did resonate with you, this card did come out in pile number 1 as well. I have shuffled, I can assure you. Okay, so yeah, it's the 10 of Cups, it's the happy ever after, it's, I should really cover her up a little bit. It's the, ultimate wish fulfillment, it's the rainbow, it's the big house, it's sitting there in all your glory, just, there's no shame, there's no embarrassment, you're just happy as you are. Sorry if I shake the camera, I'm just trying to refocus it for you because it does like to go out of focus since I've done an update, which I'm sure you've heard me say many a time. Right, the next card out, I got 2 because Joe does like taking 2 cards. We've got the Queen of Swords. Okay, so there could be a little bit of backwards and forwards here. Maybe there's a little bit of an internal battle going on, between spirituality and logic, spirituality and ego, seeing as we do seem to have quite a something being your spirituality being activated in some way. I would just say it's, well, it is what it is, but who's going to win? Who's who? I always feel like this woman's going to win more because she's got a much better grip on the rope. Let me bring it up a little bit and focus it. And she's got this injury. So I just always assume that red here rather than brunette is going to win. But it's definitely about just, battling that internal conflict or whatever that might be. The 2 of Pentacles, I look at this card, it's very much a choice. There could be some travel involved. Like I say, these cards are not meant to be read in the most traditional sense. They are to be read as they are, as I've seen them, slightly different in that sense. So yeah, there could definitely be a choice here. You're kind of battling this energy of which way do I go? Do I go left? Do I go right? And that's okay. It's okay to be conflicted like that, isn't it? It's okay to make the right choice, whatever that is for you. Like I said, could be some travelling coming up. Okay. Literally, you could be, whether it's, domestic or international, but yeah, maybe you're just kind of very much stuck in a I don't know kind of energy. But I would definitely just say do what's right for you. With the 10 of Cups coming out, that's definitely, I think you have to be a little bit selfish here, where and when you can, and then take that leap. Take that trust that there's going to be what is meant for you is going to catch you, that the universe will catch you. It could have something to do with friends. Maybe there could be something involved here with friends or family where you go with someone else, or they've introduced you maybe to a little bit of a spiritual awakening. Maybe you had your innocence shattered a little bit. The dome over you was shattered a little bit, and now your eyes are opening. And you've just got to trust that you're on the right path and doing what you need to be doing for your higher self, the good of your higher self. Let's keep going, shall we? So the next card's out. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. So this is about, reaching the top of the ladder. It's about, that celebration of having made it. Maybe in your previous spiritual practices and your previous spiritual knowledge and understanding, you know, you're learning. Maybe you've learned all that you can learn, and now it's time to look at a different religion. You know, like the travel could be, although it might not, doesn't have to be actual travel, it can just be looking at different religions from around the world. You know, trying to find something new, something exciting, something that speaks to you. It could be to do with finances. I don't see anything other than spirituality here and activating something. Maybe you could make some money from it. Maybe you could make some money from it. There's certainly nothing that says you can't. But I think it's kind of about reaching your goals. So what are your goals? Pop a comment down below. What are your goals? What is it you come onto YouTube to help find enlightenment for? Like I say, if you did find this, find number 1 tempting, go and have a little look at pile number 1, because that was definitely about achieving your dreams. Next we have the Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit is being guided by the star. You know, he's in his quiet period, soul searching, closest to being at one with the divine. I know they're in separate decks, but you have two very soul searching, almost the masculine and the feminine, of being at one with God, yeah, and soul searching and spirituality. The Hermit is, well, have you learned everything you need to learn, or is there more to learn? There's a different religion here. You know, he's much more Hindu maybe, or, you know, yogi type energy, kind of Indian in that sense, the continent, well, Asia, the continent, Indian, the country. Yeah, so there could be something here about your spiritual practices. Maybe you need to do a little bit of yoga. You know, there's something you're kind of battling, something you're contemplating, something you're thinking about starting around a spiritual practice of some. You've been activated, you're being called to do something, but maybe you're just not sure what it is exactly, or which one you want to go with. Like I say, maybe you have reached a goal of something and now it's time to start something new, something where the innocence, you know, something new and innocent. We've got 2 cards because Joe does love a 2-card pull. Yeah, starting something new, taking that leap of faith, starting a new journey in your spiritual practice. There you go, that's exactly what this is then. Maybe you've been in hermit mode, or you're going into a quiet, reflective, contemplative mood where you're trying to figure out what it is that you do want to do. Okay, but it's about taking that first step, whatever that is for you. Yeah, get going. Maybe you've been manifesting this. Okay, so now you've got the what is she? Why can't I think what she is? She's not. Yeah, she's the Empress. She is the Empress. Yeah, birthing that new cycle, doing something new. Now, with these cards, like I say, with these cards, if you've seen me use them before, they're not meant to be read in the original tarot sense. They are meant to be read in a slightly different way. So this could be something that you've been journaling, or something that maybe might help you figure it out what your next move is. So take this as it resonates, this card specifically. Oh God, I moved one card and now I've got to move them all. Leave it, Joe. Right. Yeah, so maybe journaling could be helping you. Dream journaling, writing down, you know, what it is, your hopes, your fears, you know, something about writing here could be important for someone. About the next step you take. Maybe writing a list of pros and cons, because if you're in this kind of contemplative, I don't know which way to go, do I go left, do I go right, you know, push and pull, so to speak, that's going on up here, maybe literally write a list of pros and cons, lists, plural. Obviously that depends on what it is that you're battling. Right, let's take a couple more of a couple of cards from the Crystal Visions Tarot, and that will hopefully help just clarify any other messages that want to come through. That one wants to come out. You've got the Fool in two separate decks. Okay, so you are being called to start something new, something that's maybe you don't understand properly. You know, there's an innocence energy here. Something, you know, something to get your teeth into, something to to activate your spirituality, whether that's new activation or just the next step in your spiritual practices. Interesting. You are being called on a new path, there's no doubt about it. But, no, that's too many cards. But which way are you going? Are you going left or are you going right? Do you want to go left for a little while and then, you know, do a U-turn and go back and try something different? Maybe that's where the journaling will help. You know, as you're going through trying different things and, you know, write down about how they make you feel. The King of Pentacles, I'm just going to point out this is a Taurus card, very Taurus card. And we do obviously have Taurus here as well. It's an earth energy card as well for Capricorn, just saying. Yeah, it's about finding that stability. And I think, well, I think you've got your stability is what I want to say. But it's about using that as you try different things, you know, knowing that you have that solid core that you can come back to of whatever your current spirituality is. You know, you don't have to lose yourself as you try finding different things and new things. We'll take these two because Jo does like 2 cards. The Six of Swords, let me pop them there. Okay, so yeah, there's this sailing on, trying something new, leaving behind what isn't working for you. Take that as it resonates. And then we got the Three of Pentacles, which is the upgrade. Yeah, I mean, there's this upgrade of spirituality, of, you know, this sense of ascension. You're being called to start something new around your spirituality, no doubt about it. Because I did do it with pile number 1, I'm going to take an angel number card. But I did that because they had a few specific numbers come out. Now you haven't, I mean, you've got 3-3. But you haven't really got too many specific numbers coming out. So we're just going to take one as a general card pull and see what the message is for you, pile number 2. And then I'll leave you to get on with your day. And let's find out, shall we? 0404. Bring structure and order into your life. So maybe that's where the King of Pentacles is coming into. You know, maybe the spirituality will help actually bring some structure. Seeing the Angel Hour 0404 is an invitation to assess your goals and make plans for their realisation. Maybe that's where the journaling over here comes in. Like I say, making those pros and cons. Break down your aspirations into simple steps and take consistent actions towards them. Your angels are guiding you to trust in your path, to trust in your abilities and stay dedicated to your path. So if you are already on, which I think you probably are if you're here watching, your spiritual journey, pile number 2, there's a new step, there's a new direction to go in. There's no rush. Like I say, you know, you've got this stability here and it's good to keep hold of that stability. Yeah, and plan, but take the methodical steps towards achieving whatever it is the next thing is that you want to do, whatever that is. I'm going to leave it there, pile number 2. So thank you very much for watching. Another great reading. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Hi there, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. You are here because of you picked something that's on the table. The zodiac signs are Libra. Pisces. One day I will tell everyone why my brain's a bit slow. Aries and Virgo. Okay, and the gemstone, the stone is the blue crackle quartz, which hopefully you can see the crackledness. The card was endurance, or is endurance. Cactus, the flower plant, and pipevine swallowtail is the dragon / butterfly. Right, let me get The next oracle deck we're going to use is the Sacred Forest Oracle, followed by the Tree of Life Oracle, and then we will hit the tarot. Let's speak out this message, shall we? Endurance. Interesting. I mean, cactuses can take a long time to flower. You have to endure the spikes if you want to get in close to have a look at them. Right, okay. So the next message out is change with Dragonfly Spirit. Okay, so maybe there's something you've been working towards, a change that, or you know, you've had to endure something in your life, and now here comes the change. Let's keep going, shall we? Eke this out a little bit. Okay, the next oracle card out is knowledge. Abyss, secrets, lessons yet to be realised. Okay. Well, there's your change. Maybe there's something that you learn that sparks this change. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised with the endurance card. I wouldn't be surprised if, what's the card I'm thinking of? Strength comes out. Because that's the first. With those three messages on the table, I feel like you need to hanker down with your strength. I think you need to, there's something you've been enduring or you need to endure in order to realise these lessons and learn the secrets and actually go through this period of change, or you're just coming out of it. Let's find out, shall we, what is going on. So this is the Law of Attraction tarot, so it is meant to be read a little bit differently from the normal, just so you know. Right, we'll go with that one because it didn't want to go back in. Well, there's essentially a strength card. I'm not surprised that something like this has come out. This is the Four of Cups in this deck, but as you can see, it's the pillars. Okay, it's holding up a lot of weight. It's something, you look back at all the ancient monuments, but this one obviously kind of reminds me of the Greek-y kind of Roman sort of architecture. It's still standing thousands of years later. Do you know what I mean? Like it's built to endure time. Okay, so yeah, there's your strength. There's your pillars of strength. I did say I wouldn't be surprised if the strength card come out, but you've got a strength card. I think you've been having to endure a lot of hardships and maybe a lot of change. Maybe a lot of change. You've just come through a period of a lot of change. Interesting. Let's keep going and see what this message is. Yeah, you've been, okay, maybe it's coming to an end. Maybe you're kind of, if you're watching this and I'm feeling a sense of relief. I almost feel like you're like, oh, how much more of this can I take? The Seven of Wands in this deck is, as you can see, I don't think she looks particularly happy. She puts in a lot of hours, long hard work. It's a skilled job, working a loom and understanding how, you know, about textiles and fabric. I'm in no way belittling the job itself, whatever that job is for you, or whatever this situation is that you're going through, that you've, like I say, I feel like you've endured a lot with this, but I do feel like it's coming to an end because you've endured it, you're about to get some sort of reward. Or maybe you're about to find out why you had to endure this and what the lesson was specifically that you were being taught. You know, the conditions have to be quite right for mushrooms to grow. And I know you're like, what are you talking about? On this card, you know, right there, all these mushrooms, you know, and poppies are very interesting, peaceful card. I feel like, I mean, there could be some communication. But yeah, it could be coming in, something you've been waiting to hear, something you've had to endure. Oh, that's too many cards. But I will just point out it is the luck card, okay? And the you've made it to the top of the ladder, like you've endured it, and you've got another luck card on the bottom. So I do feel like there is, your luck's about to change. Like I say, there was a sense of relief. Okay, I do feel like you're about to have a weight lifted off of you. or, you know, someone's going to come in and give you something that's going to help you hold that weight up. Joe, I just felt like I kind of just shrugged, and I just thought of the book, Atlas Shrugged. I've never read it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I've read it. It's Ayn Rand, I think her name is. I mean, she wrote it in like the 20s or the 30s. I've got a gist of what it's about, but I'm not going to sit here and try and pretend that I know what it's about. But I just kind of got a sense of that kind of relief of your shoulders relaxing. You got the Ace of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is essentially doing something extreme, doing something outside of the comfort zone, outside of the ordinary. But it's also a truth, you know, so maybe you're about to find out something you wasn't expecting, something a bit extreme. Like I said, I think you're about to find out what your lesson was that you were learning. Oop. That wanted to come flying out, and that's the Ten of Swords. Okay, so in this deck it's definitely about having this wave come over and cleanse you. Okay, now obviously this boat, I mean, in all fairness, if you look at the boat, it probably could do with ending up at the bottom of the sea. It's old, it's, you know, it's probably more than outlasted the length of time it should have lasted. Sorry if you can hear my thing going in the background. But there's definitely a sense of this wave coming in again. You've got this kind of almost, you know, wave energy here. It could start off small, but it's actually going to be quite and clearing and cleansing. I think it could be a secret. You could be finding something out that actually helps you clear out a lot of old energy and a lot of old crap. Some stuff you've endured, and I'm wondering if you're about to find out that you didn't really necessarily need to endure as much as you needed to. I do wonder if you've put a little bit of extra pressure on yourself, or other people have put extra pressure on you that was not required. Like you've been made to feel it's been made to seem like it was worse than what it was. You talk about abyss. I mean, maybe there is this part of you that is about to find out something interesting. So you got the Seven of Pentacles in this in this deck. It's about improvement. Okay, it's about, you know, you start off with a stool, and then you upgrade to that chair, then you upgrade to that chair, and then before you know it, you've got one of the most comfortable chairs in the world. I think there is. I'm going to put that on the top. Let me just move over. I think there is this sense of improvement coming. So if you've been really feeling like you've been put through the ringer, and that you've, you know, been dealt a bad hand at life, or you've really put in a lot of time and effort into something at work or a relationship, I think you're about to reap the rewards, but in the sense that you're about to have an awful lot of stuff taken off your shoulders. Like you've endured far too much, and there's some change coming when you learn something. Okay, so we've got next he is the Hermit card. Okay, Virgo card. Just pointing that out because we had that in pile number 2 as well. One of their cards came out. Yeah, so it's about listening and allowing yourself to be guided through the next steps and the next challenges, whatever that might be. Pay attention to the details, because that could be where the devil is. The devil could very well be in the detail. Yeah, I mean, maybe you'll be going into a quiet period while you go through these changes, or you're going to be coming out of the quiet period after you do this. You know, you're either in it or you're going into it. But the change happens. It's going to happen. It's going to be quite enthralling. Well, we've got the Knight of Swords. As you can see there, he's ready to go to battle. The way I look at this card is being quite defensive. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. Maybe you do have to stand up for yourself and start cutting out the crap that you don't need. You know, maybe you've been holding the shield up for a bit too long, and now you need to start using the sword. take this as it resonates, pile number 3, but I think it's time to start cutting out the old shit. Start realising what it is that's been holding you back, what it is that you need to change, you know, what you've been enduring for far too long, and start standing up for yourself. I do think it's coming. Like I say, I felt a sense of relief. Certainly start setting proper boundaries and maintaining them. That could just be you, you know, pushing back and maintaining those boundaries. Don't have to be on the offensive. You don't have to, you know, start attacking people in an energetic sense, not physically, certainly not physically. Yeah, let's see, shall we? What else have we got coming? Another night. Okay, so there's energy moving. Okay, the energy is moving. This is going to be something quite sweeping. And then there's this sense of camaraderie. There's this sense of making a deal. Now, it could be a new job. If this is resonating you in the sense of a job and you're fed up with, you know, whatever this is, it's just the daily grind and you're ready for change, you've endured it for so long. Yeah, it keeps the roof over your head, but what about you? You know, when do you get to do what you want to do? When do you get to enjoy a job that you know, do a job that you enjoy? Why do other people get that pleasure and you don't? Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, now's the time. So there could be something about, you know, a new thing coming in, making a deal with someone. It could be that you're given a bit of a hand from the divine, you know, someone to help pull you up. So take this as it resonates, but there's definitely energy shifting here, okay? Definitely energy shifting. We'll take one more and then we'll hit the other tarot, which is the Crystal Visions, just to... What did I say? I would not be surprised if the Strength card come out. Well, here it is. Let me make sure we can see it when we put it down. You've got 2 cards of Strength. You've had to endure, you really have had to endure something, and it's only proven to yourself, to your guides, to your angels, to the divine, to everyone around you who's watched you do it and go through it, how strong you are. And I think this is a recognition of that as well. Yeah, it's nurturing, it's caring, sense of strength. Like I say, I don't think you have to sort of start, you know, going at people. I think you can do it quite calmly, quite cheekily. You know, you probably can use your words much better than I could. Yeah, I'm not surprised that the Strength card came out at all. At all. I said that at the beginning, and then the 4 of Cups come out, which is all about stability and strength, you know, and having that longevity is something you've been going through for a while, and you've proved to yourself, you've proved to me, and I don't even know what it is, but I can assure you, you've proved to me that you got through this. Let's take a couple of the I'm sorry if you can hear the road. There's always pricks that drive up the road like that, but it's so hot I have to have the window open. It's too warm. Right, okay, we've got the King of Swords. So yeah, be smart, okay? Whatever this is that is going to be changing, whatever this energy is that wants to come in, this truth, this knowledge, this understanding, maybe there's a key, you're going to be given some information, key bit of information, you know, a key contract or something that's going to help you get out of this. Like I say, this sense of relief is going to pour over you and wash away all the old crap. But be smart about it, yeah? Yeah, information, knowledge, understanding, be in control of your thoughts. I know you've been through it. And you've come through it. You've done fantastic. Don't fall at the last hurdle. Do you know what I mean? Stay true to yourself, and stay true to your path, and stay true to everything that you've been working on. You know, use the lessons that you've learned to push yourself forward. Pile number 3. This is amazing. You're like proper, like, what's the word? Like troopers, like proper troopers. The 4 of Pentacles. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. It could be financial. Like I say, don't rush any decisions. If this is a career thing, and you know, you've got a new contract coming in, maybe now's the time to hold on to finances. But I would just say hold on, just hold on. In general, it's coming. It might not feel like it. You might be like, well, where's my reward? You know, when do I get my happy ever after? When do I get my, like, why can't I live the life I want to live? Why can't I, you know, have the 3-day work day like so and so, whatever it is. I'm not saying be jealous, and I you know, it's certainly not going to help the situation, but just hold on and trust that it is coming. Yes, yes, yes. The sun is about to shine down on you. It's warmth, it's radiance, it's life-giving property. It's the happiest card in the deck. It's a big fat yes. And on the bottom we do have the world of completion of a cycle. So yeah, this is coming to an end, and what's going to come in is going to be truly beautiful. Let me leave that where you can kind of see it. Pile number 3, before you go, let's do a angel numbers oracle. I've done it with the first one, pile number 1. It was mainly just because there was specific numbers that kept coming up, and then I thought, you know what, we're going to do it for the rest anyway. You do have 7-7. You do have 7-7, but I've only just looked to realise that the other one was a little bit more obvious. It stood out, so I'm just going to take one and shuffle, like just take whatever the message is that comes out for you. Pile number 3. Let's see, shall we? 0808. Look at that. A period of prosperity. Let me make sure it's in focus. Now is a time of abundance and prosperity and financial blessings. You are supported by the universe in manifesting abundance in all areas of your life. The angels are guiding you to align your thoughts, beliefs and actions with prosperity, and trust in the abundance that's available to you. It's coming. There's this change. There's this shift about to happen. It could be some information you find out, but there's definitely this cleansingness, this sense of relief. Something you've had to endure for a long time is about to change. Your current situation, you've dealt with it fantastically. Oh, pile number 3, sorry about that. I'm extremely proud of you. I'm sure you don't really need to hear me say that, but I am. I'm going to leave it there. Say thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.